So welcome back to DSD's Golf Channel, where we're dedicated to helping you become a better ball striker. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. This is session 4 in Project Back on the Fairway, where we're helping PGA Pro and Director of Golf at Salisbury Golf Centre, Ben Christie Clover, get his game back on track. We're about to hear a little bit of an update from Ben as to how the drills are going, and we'll see you on the other side.
Okay, so as agreed, I assured Bertie I would do a few split handle grip exercises. I would pretend I was playing a bit of ice hockey, doing that sort of thing. And I wanted to do that a little bit sort of off camera, away from Bertie being here, so that I could actually put that into practice and see whether I could get those feelings for myself. I think it's very easy when you're having coaching, when you're having lessons to nod and say yes and agree without necessarily fully understanding or putting into place what it is you want to achieve. And you need to do that on your own. You need to hit balls, you need to get the feeling, you need to stand and get it wrong until you get to the point where you trust in what it is you're working on. So I've promised myself, more than anything, that 5-10 minutes a day, I'm going to come into the studio, do some drills, do some exercises, and that can be assessed perhaps by Bertie with regard to my impact position. The most important thing for me in all of this is I want to be able to play golf again where I enjoy it. It's not a sob story. I just don't enjoy golf. I don't enjoy hitting the ball. I don't feel like I'm hitting the ball where I want to. I don't feel like I'm hitting the ball out the middle of the club face, and I feel like genuinely I have 50,000 swing thoughts in any given round of golf. And to that end, you know what you're capable of, but it just doesn't happen, and it doesn't feel good, and it's a struggle, and you tighten up, and as we've discussed, I end up not using my lower body. I didn't really realise that. I've had a fixation on backswing for so long now. Friends of mine, good playing partners I play with, professionals who I've gone and spoken to and worked with, they know that my fixation is always in my backswing. And yesterday, and looking through the video with Bertie, he's kind of reassured me that actually it's okay, it's all right, it's in a good position, and I can trust that from the top of the backswing I can execute a good shot. But because of that fixation, I've just stopped engaging the lower body, and most importantly, at the point of impact, it's poor. And I have a two-way miss, and I have a two-way miss that is worse with the driver, slightly less with the 3-wood, a little less with the hybrid, but ultimately the longer the clubs, it's poor, and I can't get around a golf course that way. I can't enjoy it. So I feel fairly happy hitting 8 and 9 irons and wedges, and I'm pretty solid at those. But there's a lot of pressure when you've got to hit those very close, and you're continually having to get up and down for a par or even a bogey. So I'm going to do some drills. I'm going to put it into practice. Yesterday we talked a little bit about the split handle grip here. Toes pointing very slightly, what looks closed but actually it's square. Separate with the hands, and then what I'm really trying to do is just keep that club face square for as long as possible. Now that's a very alien position for me, very, very alien. As I come into impact here and create this position with the handle so far forward, that's not a position I'm used to. I know I get a little bit here where the club head is about to release past the hands, and even maybe a little bit of extension lifting up through the shot. So I want to do those drills. I don't want to put these videos together and not put the effort in, not put the practice in. So from a coaching perspective, I teach a lot of golfers. I teach a lot of very good golfers, beginners, intermediates as well, and my coaching technique is very, very unique to the individual. I don't teach one method fits all. But the one thing that's becoming increasingly obvious, and we've touched on it with Chloe Northover and her progress in the last year or so, is when you've got good fundamentals but you're not scoring how you want to score or not producing the shots you expect to hit, impact needs to be looked at. And it's not really taught that often, I don't think. We talk about P1, P2, and we talk about certain positions in the golf swing, but impact and where the club is at impact is something I focus on a lot with a few clients in the last few months, and the results have been really, really impressive. So much so that we've seen dramatic ball striking improvements, distance and direction improvements, but that thing we all want, that happy sort of smiley self on a golf course, because you trust in where the club face is at impact. Putting that into practice myself, you would think as a golf coach, I've been playing this game for a long time, yeah, just go and do it. It doesn't quite work that way when you've got other swing thoughts, you've got your business sort of in the back of your mind, and you've got lessons coming through the door, and you want to dedicate a little bit of time to yourself. You need to spend that time putting things into practice. So my feeling right now is I want to trust this, and I want to get out, and I want to pull the driver out and hit good shots, but I know that I'm not going to jump into doing that straight away, because if I do, I can sense that I'll go back again to a slightly guided swing, slightly tight swing. So I'm going to spend a bit of time with the 8 irons and 9 irons, and we talked about the split handle grip, toe pointing slightly down, and then just trying to keep the club face square as much as I can through impact. There's a sensation there that I want to work on. So I'm going to go away and I'm going to spend, as I say, 5-10 minutes a day on the split handle grip, and then I know what Bertie wanted me to do certainly was grab maybe a wedge out, normal shaft, normal head, and sense that feeling through impact, sense that lead handle coming through, and kind of just get that ball square club face out towards the target. So that's what I'm going to go and do and work on, and in the next instalment hopefully you'll see a little bit of improvement. That's certainly what I want to see as well. Okay, so I'm left to my own devices again. I am working on some of the drills that Bertie has given me. Really enjoying them, to be honest, and actually for the first time in a long time, I want to hit golf balls, and that is testament to what we're working on, testament to the fact that I now understand the weakness in the swing and where I need to be improving, and that's impact. That is the impact position. How I get there, a little bit of fine tuning, and I love the drills that we're working on. I've spent a lot of time lately working on the split-handled drill, which you saw me doing. Nice turn to the top, really concentrating on keeping this left arm straight, but then from there kind of almost sitting in with the hips and really driving forward. Split, drive. And I feel like I'm starting to get over this side. Remember, in the videos that we've looked at so far and the work I've done with Bertie, I don't move, I don't go that way. I get here and I get up on the left leg and I just flip with the hands. So I hope you can see some changes. I feel like they're big. I feel like from here I'm now kind of driving onto that left side and sliding through. In reality, possibly still a little bit way to go. But I've enjoyed that drill. So one of the drills that has resonated with me is the feeling of pushing the ball straight right. No fade, no draw, no hook, no slice, just push straight right. I like that because I know, and we've seen on the video, that I get to the top, we know this gets a bit static, and we know then that I like to use the shoulders and come a little bit over the top. And I get it here. I can't push from there, I can't get the ball going that way, it's not possible. So I love this drill. I've got the hands a bit closer together now, more of a 10-finger grip. Got the club set, backswing here. Remember, I'm sitting into it and driving, but what my feel is that I'm actually trying to kind of block the ball off to the right here. And that feels so much better. Compact, but also I suppose the sense there is I'm not going to cut it. I might push it right now. I suppose that's what Bertie wants me to work, and it's just straight push, so that's cool. But I can't cut it, and my cut gets me steep, puts too much spin on the ball, and yeah, everything is out. All the kilters, we saw it on the TrackMan, the numbers are out. So by getting to the top of the swing with my 10-finger grip here, driving and feel like I'm pushing, that there automatically is stopping that movement, which stops me cutting across it, which stops me putting a cut on it. That drill there has been brilliant. I like that one, and it makes a lot of sense.
So the reason why the push drill works so well for Ben is because it gets him to clear his lower body, have a lateral weight shift and rotation. So that's out of the way early, whilst then correcting the path, the club path, which was, in Ben's case, coming a little bit too much from the outside. So by doing push shots, it'll feel like he's hitting shots into the right-hand rough, but in actual fact, it'll probably just be correcting his club path, so it'll be more going down the line. But we'll see later on in the process whether he's overcorrected or not. But I really look forward to seeing Ben hitting shots on TrackMan after the process of lockdown, and we'll see how it's getting on.
So another drill was to get the legs engaged more, and that was the drill that Bertie wanted to be sitting into it more. You remember you see him in the net, in the garden, and he was really kind of down here. Feels alien. I think I look a bit of a volley. Down here, and then it was trying, I guess, to get the legs going. You're doing a workout. It's hard. Legs feel like they're being used. I feel like an octopus all over the place. I feel like everything is really, really engaged and over so, exaggerated. But again, we know when we coach, when we teach people, when you're learning, that exaggeration needs to be installed for you to be able to see a small change. Big exaggeration equals small change. If it feels like a little change, you haven't done anything. That feels big. Hurts a little bit. Probably need a bit more fitness behind me. So really sitting into it here. And I can see what he's getting at. He had a little block of wood sort of almost underneath my right heel earlier on. There. Sitting in, bit flatter. And then it's that, isn't it? It's that there, drive, and everything moving towards the target. Okay, so no broom handle in place at the moment. I will get one, but I am quite glad at the moment I'm using a piece of plastic for this exercise, as I just demonstrated a couple off camera, and immediately kind of gave myself a bit of a jab in the rib cage. So what we looked at and the exercise we've been working on really is have quite an extension of the broom handle sticking out at the end here. Back to my 10-finger grip. And I know, even if I get the hips driving and I sit into it, I know that if I get here and stop, I'm going to flip with the hands. That's going to hit me in the side. And I'm flipping. What I sense in this exercise is that's my golf swing. I can feel that and I can see that. I get here, drive down occasionally with the hips, and then flip and try to use the hands and arms to manipulate where the ball goes. I know I can hit draws and hooks and fades and slices pretty much on call, but under pressure of playing and under pressure of tournament, it doesn't work because there's only a certain amount you can do with the smaller muscles in your hands and the wrists and the feel of the club. I want to use bigger, I want to use shoulders and chest and core muscles in order to really kind of hit the ball square on. I don't want to be manipulating everything from here, and yet that's what I do. So yeah, I like this. This is good. So we've got the extension out here, 10-finger grip up the top, sit, drive. And as I drive, I think that's more there where I've got to get to. And I think that one with a golf club in my hand is the drill that Bertie wanted me to actually hit a few balls with. So set, here, sit, drive, and here. I can see the shaft, the club is pointing very much up to the sky there. So here, there's still a sense, still a want to use the forearms and the wrists a little bit. That felt quite good, quite solid. Right, I've got some work to do. I'm going to practice some of these at home, I'm going to practice some of these here in the studio. I'm going to try to engage the lower body more and try really for you also, those people out there watching this, is for you to see some change so that you can go and put this into practice as well. And you know that it works. It's feeling good already for me. But this is really early stages, and as I say, I wouldn't yet feel comfortable stepping on a golf course, but I'm quite glad I can't at the moment, because I want to get this right, and I want to get rid of the old feelings, install the new feelings, and then when I next start hitting golf balls properly, whether it's at the range or on the course, I'm going to go with a new mindset. I'm going to go with a new set of swing thoughts and positions that I've built up over this period of time. But I hope that was useful, and I'll catch up with you guys shortly. Sit, drive, push. I like this exercise, but I can't do it. I struggle with this one. This is the one where I'm trying to push the ball straight right. I like here, here. Let's get that ball a bit further forward. Right, here, here. Okay, that felt better. Right. All further forward. Okay, it's coming. So a bit more of the video diary, if that's what we want to call it. Coming to the studio, I want to really grind out some of these drills. Struggling, to be honest. You know, want to get the club in a better position at the top. Really trying to get this left arm a lot straighter. Still working a little bit on the flexibility. The one swing that I'm enjoying working on the most is ball slightly forward. Set the club only halfway back, and as we said, almost like a 10-15 yard pitch. So it's kind of here, drive, hold. That shot is making its way sort of to feel a little bit more natural. But I don't know if it's the cold, I don't know if it's just, just struggling a little bit. So I'm feeling a lot better today. I feel like some of the drills I've done at home, some of the exercise and just repetition, it's starting to feel better. I had a bit of an off session the other day. It just didn't feel great, it felt a bit tight. Just couldn't relate to anything that Bertie and I were working on. But yeah, back, grip feels good, set position feels good, little short swing stuff. I'm really trying to fire the ball out to the right hand side just to keep my club path in the right place. And I feel like I'm finally getting onto that left side. Yeah, so that's making a lot more, so that's feeling pretty good. I like this squat drill actually. I think the other day I was saying it felt like I was doing a bit of a mini workout and it felt a bit too, like it's a lot of effort. This feels better, this is good now. Legs are flexed, really trying to just move all over the place because I don't move, I don't get the legs engaged. So it's here or it's drive and I can feel it. I can feel it happening. I'm not even interested where the ball goes or the strike. I just want to try to help Bertie out a little bit by doing some of the things he's asking me to do without any fear of, oh, where's the ball going to go? Or it didn't strike that particularly well. So I like this kind of real drive, pushing the ball out to the right. You know, I said the other day, it feels a bit like I'm an octopus trying to fight my way out of a bloody paper bag. But I like it because it's a bit more freewheeling, it's a bit more just carefree, and I can sense a little bit more club head speed because of it. So here, I can just feel everything moving in that direction. That's really starting to take shape now. The one drill that I haven't really done enough of is the broom handle drill. I need to do some more of that. So this one with the legs really flexed, getting here and engaging the lower body, that one I'm working on. The one I've explained before where I'm just trying to push the ball straight right, that's my favourite drill because I think that relates the most to me in the swing that I'm trying to achieve. And then it's going back to the beginning again and going back to some of the split handle drills. We talked in session 1 too about the ice hockey puck, sort of pushing an ice hockey ball or puck into the goal. We had our side, haven't got one of those still, but that was the start to all of this. That was me feeling with the side like I was really having to use muscles and body parts that I wasn't using before. And it's taken a little while, a couple of off days in between, a couple of good days, but this is starting to feel good. I hope you can see some changes. I can certainly feel them. The one thing I would say out of all of this is I feel like I've got a lot more movement, but I also feel like I'm creating a faster club head speed. And that was one of the end goals that I wanted to achieve here, was to hit it just that little bit further, but really get the club head accelerating down the target line. Good, positive. I'll be back shortly with a few more drills and a bit more of an update.
So it's great to see Ben's progress over the last few weeks. It'll be really interesting to see his swing when we can manage to capture it from a face-on perspective in slow motion versus what it was before this process began. But he's doing so well, you can really see his leg action improving, and as a result of that, he's getting his body rotated through the strike, which gives him the possibility of getting that forward handle position. So we look forward to catching up with you again soon in session 5, hopefully after lockdown. One final point, guys, for those of you who aren't already following Ben, please follow him on his social media channels on Facebook and on Instagram. His handle is @ChristyClover Golf Academy. But in the meantime, stay safe and we'll see you soon.